God, you look so cute. Right here, right here, right here, right here. Okay, okay, okay. MashaAllah, adorable, adorable.
Assalamu alaikum, guys.
Walaikum assalam.
Are you guys celebrating Christmas?
Sure are.
Beautiful lights, Christmas vibes, it's the best. You do know by celebrating Christmas, you're agreeing that Allah has a son, right? Dad? Is that true?
No, baby, that's not our intentions. So it's okay to celebrate it. Don't listen to her. She's being extreme.
Actually, by participating in this holiday, you're accepting that Allah was born today. But Dad, that's totally haram.
Unbelievable. Why you gotta make Islam so difficult, huh? It's like everything is haram with you guys. Can't I just have a day where I take my kid out, we celebrate by opening some gifts? I mean, what's the harm in that?
I'm glad you asked.
Baby, help me with the Eid decorations.
Yeah, right. I'm done with this!
Whoa!
At this point, celebrating these holidays isn't even about, is it haram? It's about putting your Islamic identity in danger. Dad, Allah's blessed us with Islam. And honestly, that's all we need.
You got that right.
Now you get it. Dad, let's get out of here.
Good idea.
May Allah bless you. Bye.
Hey guys, my name is Modi and welcome to Modi Speaks. So here we go again with this Muslim guy using his two children as props for spreading anti-Christmas propaganda. He deliberately positions his children as props to pass this subtle message that Christmas is haram, sinful, and should not be celebrated. Now, I really do not know why a Muslim man will be obsessed with Christmas when his religion forbids the celebration of Christmas. I mean, we understand that Muslims do not celebrate Christmas, and that is perfectly okay by us Christians, okay? I mean, we are not forcing you to celebrate Christmas with us. But then, why are you so obsessed with Christians celebrating Christmas in their own Christian countries? And yes, guys, I said obsessed because I have taken a trip through this guy's TikTok, and almost all of his videos in this season are talking about Christmas and how ugly, how despicable, how haram, how paganistic Christmas is, okay? He keeps on hammering on how God does not have a son who came in the form of Jesus Christ. So I really find it hard to understand why he is so fixated on Christmas. But after looking at what is happening in the West, especially in places like Germany, France, then I begin to realize why he is making these videos, why he is making all these anti-Christmas videos. And that is to motivate and to incite other Muslims to boycott Christmas, invade Christmas markets, to destroy Christmas celebrations wherever they come across it, and to demand that Christmas celebrations should be abolished in the West. And guys, he is not the only Muslim creator doing this, but unfortunately, guys, it is working. Just take a look.
Beautiful and spectacular event, and it has all been canceled because the French government can no longer keep its own people safe from potential radical Islamic terrorists that they have welcomed into their country. Think about that. France has let in so many Middle East and North African migrants that they can no longer assemble in crowds. We're watching one of the most beautiful countries and cultures in the world commit suicide, and this threat has now spread all over the West. This is not singular to Australia or France. It is everywhere now, including in Germany, where many are too scared to go to the country's many famous Christmas markets because they are now so dangerous. They're such a target for radical Islamists. Take a listen to the details from this report.
Terrorists have struck 7 European Christmas markets since 2014, 3 in France and 4 in Germany, all carried out by men of Muslim or Middle Eastern backgrounds. Authorities arrested 5 men suspected of planning attack number 8 in Germany last week. One of them, a Muslim cleric from a German mosque who urged his followers to kill as many people as possible.
Yeah. Attack number 8 foiled. There was another attack in Poland on a Christmas market foiled as well. The one in Germany, a Muslim cleric that left Egypt to move to Germany, moving to a country which tolerantly allows him to work at a mosque, to have a mosque, And what does he do when he gets to Germany and he's saved by the West? He begins indoctrinating other Muslims to murder as many Christians as they possibly can. Going to a German Christmas market at this point is a bit like playing Russian roulette. Is today the day that one of our asylum seekers living off our tax dollars is going to plow his car through this market and kill 20 of us? We don't know. In Australia, where 16 were murdered on a beach this past Sunday, many say that they have felt the threat skyrocket as their own government imported tens of thousands of migrants from Muslim countries. The Muslim population doubling in a decade in Australia. The left-wing Prime Minister of Australia, the Labour Party, a country that has the strictest gun laws in the world already, just wants to add more gun laws, light a candle, and move on.
Light a candle, put it in their front window tonight at 6:47 p.m. to show that light will indeed defeat darkness. We will I'll take to National Cabinet this afternoon a proposal to empower agencies to examine what can be done in this area.
Being led by people that couldn't care less if you live or die, completely detached from reality. Politically correct nonsense. Stronger gun laws so the Islamists have a harder time murdering us is the answer, right? They don't want to actually fix the problem. They'll let thousands of us die before they'll be accused of being racially intolerant. They care far more about their political orthodoxies than your life. You should always remember that.
Guys, this is horrible. This is so disappointing. We are talking about the outright betrayal of your heritage, the godless surrender to invaders who refuse to assimilate, and governments that prioritize diversity over the safety of their traditions and their people. This is an outright declaration of war on everything the West holds dear. Your leaders are canceling New Year's celebration because they are so scared that a bunch of non-compatible immigrants whom they let into your country in millions are going to exterminate you guys at these gatherings. The Champs-Élysées in Paris, that iconic stretch where the French ring in the new year with fireworks and concerts and crowds celebrating freedom and joy, is currently gone, cancelled. Why? Because French authorities cannot guarantee safety from security threats, which is code for radical Islamic terrorists who have flooded in through open borders. They have admitted it. Too many risks from massive crowds mixing with unvetted migrants from the Middle East and from North Africa. Listen to the New York Post. It says, "Parties over. Paris. Fearful French cancel New Year Eve concert on Champs-Élysées as migrant violence grows." The normally proud and defiant French are waving the white flag in the face of migrant terror. Paris has shockingly decided to dim the lights on its annual New Year's Eve fete along the iconic Champs-Élysées, the massive midnight concert that drew a jubilant crowd of 1 million people last year, with the festivities having drawn throngs to the most beautiful avenue in the world for 6 decades, guys, has now been scrapped and replaced by a pre-recorded video to be viewed in the safety and comfort of French living rooms. The French can no longer go out to their beautiful historic site and celebrate their culture free and happily. They now have to hide behind their homes for fear of being killed or being massacred by a group of non-compatible migrants they imported in millions into their home country. This is the first time in history that Paris has cancelled this event. Emmanuel Macron and his globalist cronies have turned the City of Lights into a powder keg, guys. They have imported millions who bring their own rules, their own hatred for Western holidays, and now Westerners are the ones paying the price. Christmas and New Year's, those are infidel celebrations to the Muslims. And hey, I didn't say the extremists, okay? I said the Muslims, because this is the core tenets of their religion. They believe that God has no son who came to the world as Christ. Therefore, Christmas to them is haram. The infidels celebrating Christmas are prime targets for jihad. If you have to cancel your traditions just to avoid being bombed or stabbed or, killed in your own country, then know that something is really, really rotten to the core. This is immigrational suicide, plain and simple. Letting in people who won't play by your own rules, then bending over backward to accommodate their threats. Now shift over to Germany, the land of beer and bratwurst, and those magical Christmas markets that have been a staple since the Middle Ages. But in 2025, forget about carefree mulled wine and gingerbread, okay? What we see is concrete barriers, armed cops everywhere, and outright fear. Just this month, 5 jihadis got busted plotting an attack on a market in southern Germany. Islamist radicals hell-bent on turning holiday cheer into a bloodbath. Europe and Australia imported millions from Muslim-majority countries with little vetting. Germany took 1 million plus in 2015 and 2016. France has over 6 million Muslims, 10% of the population. Australia's intake hit record highs under Labour, okay? Polls show 20 to 30% of European Muslims support Sharia law over secular law. Radicalization rates produce outsized threats. Thousands of watch-listed individuals. Attacks are not anomalies. 50-plus Islamist plots foiled in Europe every single year, including a 2025 arrest in Germany of an Egyptian imam preaching jihad. ISIS is out there condemning Christmas as a polytheist garbage, urging and encouraging jihad. But your leaders are more worried about Islamophobia than protecting their own people. This is madness, guys. You shouldn't have to militarize your holidays because a vocal minority of immigrants refuse to assimilate. There should be a clear understanding that if you come to the West, you adopt their values or you get out, period. If you cannot celebrate your holidays without fear, then what is left of your culture? Nothing. This is totally wrong on all levels. This is a betrayal of your ancestors who fought and bled for these freedoms, for you to have these holidays and this culture. Your governments do nothing. Zilch. Because calling out this nonsense gets them labeled a bigot. Well, I'm calling it out. Call me whatever you want. Deport the threats, seal the borders, and reclaim your nations. No more apologies for being Western. The West is being murdered by complacency. It is high time you guys stand up against it. As always, guys, these are my thoughts, these are my opinions. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to this channel. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or supporting the channel in any way that you can. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace. Merry Christmas.